ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ अन्तर्ज्योतिर्बहिर्ज्योतिः प्रत्यग्ज्योतिः परात् परः ज्योतिर्ज्योतिः स्वयं ज्योतिः आत्मज्योतिः शिवोऽस्म्यहम्। हरि ओम। Salutations to all. शुभ बलि प्रतिपदा और द्यूत प्रतिपदा. So after the Amavasya, the first tithi is Pratipada, Kartik Mas. Those who go by this Amavasyanta calendar, for us the Kartik Mas begins now. Those who go by Purnimanta, for them it has already begun. So, the significance of this day is, why is it called Bali Pratipada? So we know the story of Raja Bali. So Raja Bali was the son of Virochana. Virochan was the son of Prahladji. See, Prahladji is such a great devotee of Bhagwan. His father is Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu was a non-believer. Non-believer in the sense he was against Bhagwan. His ego was so high. Prahladji is a complete devotee of Bhagwan. And his son Virochan, again, is fully identified with the body, enjoyment oriented. That's why Gurudev used to say to live in the body as the body is to be like the Virochan cult, like the Asuras. Brahmaji and Indra and Virochan, they both went to Brahmaji and asked him to enlighten them. So Brahmaji said, go to this particular lake, see there, what you see, you will realize Brahman. So Virochan went and he saw his reflection, obviously, so body he saw. So he said, I am this body, Brahman is body. Indra went back saying, no, there's something wrong. What is visible, this is not ultimate truth, this is perishable. So he asked Brahmaji, he said, you do tapasya for 32 years, live in Brahmacharya for 32 years and think. So Indra did that. Again Brahmaji sent him to that lake. Again he went. This time his thought process was much more subtler. So he came back saying that mind because of which I am focusing, I am able to see through the senses. Maybe that is Brahman. He said, again you go 32 years. Again he lived, came back and saw. Now he sees Buddhi. It's not the mind, it is the Buddhi. Again 32 years. Then he says it is the Jivatma which takes new bodies. Again 32 years. So 3 sets of 32 years he lives in Brahmacharya. Then he comes to realize that light because of which the Buddhi, the mind, the senses, the body function is the light because of which I am able to see this reflection. and that is Brahman. That light doesn't go off. That light is always there. It is in three states of awareness. So that entire realization he attained. I'm telling you the story in just a short aspect. So the point to understand is Virochan, he only saw externality. He said, this is Brahman. So eat, drink and be merry. This is Brahman, please this. So Prahladji's father and son, both of them are terrible. Does Prahladji blame himself? No. Does he say, what wrong, bad karma did I do to be born to Hiranyakashipu who is trying to kill me? And does he say that where did I go wrong in my parenting that this Virochan turned out like this? He doesn't think. He has done his best, dedicated to Bhagwan. He is not taking it personally. To that Virochan, Bali Raja is born. So this Bali again did lot of tapasya, got powers, destroyed the lots of things on this earth, ruled over it, took over the heavens, and now he is doing a yajna to become immortal. And Shukracharya ji was there, who was helping him. So Bhagwan takes the form of a Vamana, a dwarf. He is born to Aditi and is Adityan Kashyap Rishi, and he is in a form of a dwarf. Brahmana goes there to the Yagnashala and Bali Raja welcomes him, does his satkar, and promises to give him whatever he seeks. He says, whatever you seek, O Brahmana, please ask me, I will bless you. I will give you. So he says, I want only land occupied by 3 steps. Bali Raja says, I am a king. Ask whatever you seek. Why do you need only 3 steps? Shukracharya ji says, he suspects that there's something wrong here. But before he can do anything, Vaman Bhagwan already said that, no, that's all I seek. And Bali Raja took some water, poured it on the earth. He said, I give you. You know, in those days, water used to be taken and a promise is made and dropped on the earth. Meaning what, you know? Water and earth, Jala and Prithvi, they are the Sakshi that I made the promise. We think Jala and Prithvi are, you know, just inert elements. They are not inert elements. There is a presiding deity of all of them. Prithvi Mata we say, right? Same way, Varun Devta, all of they are Devtas functioning everywhere and they are the witness. When we do fire, fire becomes a witness. So when marriage ceremony, etc. happens, then Agni becomes a Sakshi. So sometimes Agni is the Sakshi, sometimes Jal, sometimes Prithvi, sometimes a combination of these, you know, different aspects. So he gave, now he promised. Then Shukracharya realized at that point in time, this is Vishnu who has come and definitely he is going to do something. So he immediately tells Bali Raja that you don't give this what he is asking. He is not an ordinary Brahmana, he is Vishnu who has come in this disguise. Bali Raja said, I promised, now I will not go back on my promise. What he has asked, I have to give. Shukracharya he had even tried earlier that, you know, he takes a small form, goes inside this vessel where the water is so that Bali Raja can't offer. Bali takes the straw and pokes it inside thinking there's some obstruction which has come there. Shukracharya loses one eye. So he tried his best to stop Bali Raja, but he gave. Now, Bhagwan took 3 days. First day he covered the earth, second day he covered the higher regions, and the third day now where to put the third step? He said, I've covered everything. So Bali Raja offered himself saying that, please place your foot on my head. And Bhagwan does that. And Bali Raja is sent to Sutala Loka. People think that he is crushed under the in the earth and he is killed that way, and this is atrocity done by the now modern people, the leftist agenda and all that. When it is there, they say this is Brahmanical tyranny on the Dalit or on the Shudra. There is nothing to do with this. Bali Raja was an Asura. He is not a, he doesn't come under human category, first of all. Second, he was not crushed to death at all. He was sent to Sutal He became immortal. He became the king of Sutal Sutal is supposed to be more uh, Aishwarya Yukta, meaning it has much more enjoyment, glory, etc. compared to even Devaloka. Sutal is below Atal, Vital, Sutal, Talatal, Rasatal, Mahatal, Patal. These are 7 worlds down. It's not necessary that all the worlds down are only meant for suffering. There is enjoyment there. Depending on some karmas, one goes. So he became the king of Sutal Bhagwan became his Dwarpal. He got the assurance from Bhagwan that when he drops this body at the end of this kalpa, the cycle of creation, till then he is immortal. That's why he got boon of immortality also. When creation happens again, he will be the next Indra. That's the 6th one. And he told Prahlad ji that you be here and gave him satsang continuously. So how many blessings he got, you see. He became king of Suttalalok. He got the boon of immortality. He got the assurance he will be future Indra. Bhagwan became his Dwarpal. He had the satsang of the Ananya Bhakta or Param Bhagavata of, that is Dhruva. Prahlad. Because people think that, Vaman Bhagwan, he played a trick and he took away from Bali Raja. He asked only 3 steps and then he grew in size. And then he, covered the earth, covered the higher regions, and that is cheating. If somebody takes what belongs to them, is that called cheating? This whole Srishti belongs to Bhagwan. Point 1. Point 2, Shukracharya ji was telling him, Bali Raja gave willingly. Point 3, does Bali Raja think that he has done any cheating? Bali Raja offered himself gladly. He surrendered to Bhagwan. He said, you place the foot on my head. Now, this is the Puranic story. Now, it is said in some of the Puranas here that 3 days Bhagwan took to cover, to take the 3 steps. And so, Bali Raja asked Bhagwan that I have done Bhumidan and you took 3 days to cover everything. And so, for 3 days every year, my kingdom should be there on the earth. And at that time, on the earth, whoever lights the lamps in their house, your wife, that is Lakshmi Devi, must become sthira, must become stable. There is another story associated with Lakshmi Devi here. So, Bhagwan became his Dwarpal, right? Lakshmi Devi suddenly is wondering now, where is Bhagwan? He has not come back after Vamana Avatar. What happened? Then Naradji told her that, Bhagwan has become Dwarpal there. Now Lakshmi Devi wonders now what to do. So she goes to Bali Raja. It is said that she ties the Raksha to him, and she becomes his sister. And when she ties the Raksha, that Raksha Bandhan, one of the legends associated with Raksha Bandhan is also this. So when she ties the Raksha and she becomes the sister, Bali Raja says, ask what do you want? Then Bali Raja says, Lakshmi Devi says, you give me my husband. I need to take him. So Bhagwan is returning to Vaikuntha that way. And so Lakshmi Devi is a deity of prosperity, wealth, everything. And she is a sister of Bali Raja now. So he asks Bhagwan that during these 3 days, anybody who lights the lamp, Lakshmi otherwise is not sthira. She will keep going to different places. She is sthira only at the feet of Bhagwan. So he says 3 days, whoever lights the lamps, Lakshmi must become stable. And she should be there in those houses, and they must have prosperity forever. So this is a legend associated, and this is the day of Bali Pratipada. Now the word Bali is so beautiful. Bali means to sacrifice. Bali Raja offered himself. So if we see Vedantic significance is very beautiful. It is actually the depiction of the Mahavakya Tattvamasi. The whole story of Vamana Avatar is the depiction of Mahavakya Tattvamasi. How? When Bali Raja surrendered himself and he said, I bow down, you place your foot on my head. Bali Raja gave up his jivatva, his attitude that I am this perishable mortal jiva, I am this individual. He gave up that. Ego is gone. If jivatva goes, Ishvara lets go of Ishwaratva also. Because as long as jiva is there, then Jagat is there, then Ishvara has to be there. If jiva surrenders his jivatva, Ishvara drops the Ishwaratva, then that is the realization of absolute Brahman. Because devoid of upadhis, the only truth is supreme consciousness. Because who is the jiva? Jiva is the consciousness identified with the individual. So if you go by mathematics, individual BMI, body, mind, intellect, enlivened by consciousness. So individual BMI plus consciousness is equal to jiva. Who is Ishvara? The Lord of all these bodies, minds, intellect. So total BMI plus consciousness is equal to Ishvara. This individual BMI is surrendered, total BMI is also dropped. Then what happens? Consciousness equal to consciousness, Jiva is equal to Ishvara. That's all. So Jiva is equal to consciousness, Ishvara is equal to consciousness, so Jiva is equal to Ishvara. That's the point. Mathematically proved, hence proved. Who are you? Brahman. So Bali Raja sacrificed his ahankar, his jiva bhav, and he got the blessing of Bhagwan, he got satsang of Ananya Bhakta, he got the future assurance, all this he was blessed with. So there was no loss for him, because people say that he was so righteous that he did not compromise. Even when Shukracharya was telling him, once he gave, and he stuck to his word. And why did Bhagwan crush him? That is because we have not studied our scripture. You open the Bhagavatam and read, so beautiful is the whole prasang. And Bali Raja got the greatest of the blessings. He got absolute immortality also, no? Not only the Sutala Loka and then immortality till the end of this Kalpa, but he realized the truth. Bhagwan became his Dwarpal, what more is required? So, this is a Vedantic depiction. And the new year, when we say Pratipada is the first Tithi, many times it is said, what you do today, you will do the whole year. Or what is your state of mind today, your whole year is governed by that. So what should be our state of mind? our state of mind is we should have this new vision. Something becomes new, a new day is only when I have something new. If I'm repeating the old, then how is it new? So what is the new vision? The new vision is a vision of oneness, that I am that infinite consciousness, I am not this body, mind, intellect, and that same consciousness pervades everywhere. That self-knowledge has to come in our heart. And the lamp that is lit for that is the lamp of knowledge. There's a beautiful shloka from Dakshinamurti Upanishad. I'm just going to share that. See this. Vairagya Taila Sampurne Bhaktivarti Samanvite Prabodha Purna Patre tu Jnapti Deepam Vilokayet. So one must behold this Jnapti Deepa, the lamp of knowledge, Vilokayet. One must behold this lamp of knowledge. What is this lamp of knowledge? The oil of this Vairagya Taila Sampurne, that has lot of Vairagya, dispassion. And Bhaktivarti Samanvite, the wick is wick of bhakti, the mind which has lot of devotion to Bhagwan, that is the wick. And with that, if the flame is lit, Prabodha Purna Patre tu, the container of a completely awakened mind, this flame is lit. That deeper is Jnapti Deepa, that is the lamp of self-knowledge realization. And so this is the lamp that we have to light, and there every time when we light this lamp, 3 days we contemplate on Atma. When Bhagwan covered three, the 3 steps that he took. So why only 3? It could have been 4, 5, 10, anything, right? He could have said 14, plus 14 worlds are there. But he said 3. Because again, Vedantic symbolism is waking, dream, deep sleep, or body, mind, intellect. Our body, mind, intellect must be pervaded by Bhagwan. In the Gita, Bhagwan says, Mat karma krit, mat paramaha, mat bhakta, sangha varjitaha, nirvaira sarva bhuteshu, yas samameti pandava. One who does actions dedicated to me, mat karma krit. Mat paramaha, one who holds me as the supreme intellectually. Mat bhaktaha, one who loves me very dearly. So body, mind, intellect. Free from attachment, sangha varjitaha, nirvaira sarva bhuteshu. One who is not having enmity against anybody. Whoever is this person who has these 5, that person comes to me, he says. So 3 represents that. Our entire personality surrendered. So when Bali Raja surrendered, it's not that he just gave his head. Why he said, you place it on my head? He could have said, you place your feet on my hand. He said head. And he bends down and he said, Bhagwan, you place the foot on my head. Meaning I have surrendered completely. Head is a symbol of ego. He's a high-headed fellow. So this surrender of the ego completely happens. That is the new vision. And so today that is the significance. And Bali Raja, if you see, there's a beautiful shloka. Bali Raja namastubhyam virochana sutta prabho bhavishendra surarate Vishnu sanidhyado bhava. So one prays to Bali Raja that, oh Bali Raj, salutations to you. You are the son of Virochana. Bhavishendra, you are the future Indra also. You are the king of gods and enemy of the demons. Vishnu sanidhyado bhava. As Indra, he will be the king of gods and enemy of the demons. Otherwise, right now he is in the Asura Kula. So please bless us with proximity to Mahavishnu. Meaning, please bless me with the same devotion that you have for Mahavishnu, and may we also realize our oneness. So today people generally remember Bali Raja recount his glories, and see the beauty of our culture, that if there is an asura who has done such great, who is exhibiting such great qualities, we worship them and we learn from them also. Prahlad ji was an asura, born to Hiranyakashipu, but we learn, we glorify him, we sing his praises, and we learn so many things from his life. Same way, Bali Raja, not to compromise with truth. That is such a fantastic quality that once we have given a word, we keep it. No compromise in that. Surrender, devotion, many things. So this is one reason why we say today is Bali Pratipada. Now this legend of Bali Raja is applied at different times through the year also. During Onam also, Bali Raja visits the houses. And, different times, again at Vishu, different times we have this legend. How does it matter even if the whole year we repeat this 3-4 times? The point is, at any occasion, if we surrender the ego, that is the best. Whatever be the time of the year, whichever time appeals to me, take that and surrender the ego, become a servant of Bhagwan. So that is one. Today is also called Dyuta Pratipada. Dyuta means dice, game of dice. Sometimes it's called gambling. So there's a simple legend where Bhagwan Shiva and Parvati, they are playing game of dice. Shivji has his ganas to cheer him up, and Mother Parvati has her sakhis, and they are playing this game of dice, and there's a great atmosphere of celebration, enjoyment. If it's not that Shivji is only a Param Vairagi and he always sits in meditation and he ignores his wife, he plays with his wife also, and he has this nice entertainment. And in that game of dice, what happened? Mother Parvati won. And all her Sakhis are so happy and they are celebrating, they are enjoying, and the Shivji lost. And the Lord of the universe lost. And his Bhutaganas, they all are feeling sad, and Shivji also apparently is feeling sad. But the point there is, so this you see in the Ajanta, sorry, not Ajanta, in Ellora caves, there's a nice depiction of this through the sculpture also. Now, Bhagwan does obviously a Leela. Mother Parvati also is doing Leela only. And it's a game of dice, meaning people think about it as gambling and then they start gambling. But Bhagwan was not doing any gambling. He was playing simple game of dice there. And in that, sometimes one wins, sometimes one loses. If Bhagwan also loses, he did feel sad to show us that yes, we also go through sadness, but we should not allow it to affect us, overwhelm us, destroy us. Take it in one stride. It is important to know how to handle failure. People teach us only to aspire for success, but nobody teaches how to handle failure. Maximum one will say failure is a stepping stone to success. That one keeps on listening to that. But the feeling when one feels dejected or disappointed that I didn't get what I want, how to learn to accept that, that is very important. And somewhere I read beautifully, first attempt in learning, FAIL, meaning learn from it. What could be improved? Where did one go wrong? One learns from it and drops the regret, drops the other lower emotions. Because success and failure is a branding that our mind does, or there is a conditioning, society, stereotyping. Otherwise, life is experiences. And from each experience, what we learn, that is what matters, really speaking. The world may judge us on certain things and say this person is successful, not successful. That is their conditioning. If I have learned, I have evolved, I have grown, now that is true success. And so Shivji loses. And Mother Parvati is very happy. And Shivji goes through that. It seems that, he feels sad and the Ganas also feel sad. But then they are happy that Mother Parvati has won and everybody is celebrating and they are enjoying then. He's saying, chalo, it's a game after all. And winning and losing keeps happening. Let us not take it so seriously. And so they come out of it. And hence this attitude one must have. Life is a sport. Imagine we start life with this attitude today, that the new year we begin saying it is a sport. I will play this game of life. I will enjoy playing. Winning and losing is secondary. If because I am not winning, I stop playing completely, then what is the point? We have lost such a fantastic opportunity. So today, this is the second reason why this is called Dyuta Pratipada, that we should begin our day, our whole new year with this attitude that I will enjoy whatever life brings. All kinds of experiences life will bring, pleasant, unpleasant, bitter, whatever it may be. Let me learn from it, let me evolve. And the first incident what we saw, let me surrender to Bhagwan. Jahi vidhi rakhe Ram, tahi vidhi rahiye. Whatever Bhagwan says and he makes me be, I will be that. मुख में हो राम नाम, राम सेवा हाथ में, तू अकेला नहीं प्यारे, राम तेरे साथ में. Where are we alone? Bhagwan is all the time with us. And so that awareness when we have, I am one with the Lord, and at a deeper level, I am one with that Lord essentially as pure consciousness also. Otherwise, Bhagwan is in my heart. And if we really think about Bhagwan, what we think is failure from one standpoint is actually success from the other standpoint. But we don't see that way many times. And what we really think is success from some other standpoint, it is failure. One simple example, if we have to give, in Ramayana, Tulsidas ji has, in Ramayana it comes so beautifully that Ravan became successful in kidnapping Sita ji, and Jatayu fought with Sita ji, and he fought with Ravan and he lost. So from that incident standpoint, we feel Ravan was successful, Jatayu is unsuccessful. But if you actually see who was successful and who is unsuccessful, in the big picture, Ravan was unsuccessful. He got destroyed. His Kula got destroyed. Jatayu was successful. He did his best to fight for Bhagwan. He sacrificed his life. Bhagwan himself did his, he was there with the Lord when he passed on, when he dropped the body, and Bhagwan did his cremation also. Now what more is required? That Jiva attained Mukti. So, success, failure, they are from a particular standpoint. Life is a sport. We learn to live life like a sport. That sportsmanship spirit has to come. Winning, losing will keep happening. Today, that winning, losing has also, that sportsmanship spirit has gone because a lot of things have become money oriented. Sports and money have got equated so strongly, and so much money is invested in it. Then there's a whole pressure to win and all that. The enjoyment of that game and the spirit that one should have, that is the crux actually of sports. Third and the last reason is, today is also the Govardhan Puja. Bhagwan Krishna, he lifted the entire Govardhan on his small finger, and he protected all the gopas, gopis, the cows. 7 days he was holding, and he humbled the pride of Indra. 7 days Indra kept on reigning, and Bhagwan saved all of them because he did not want them to worship Indra out of fear. He did not want them to neglect the visible manifestation of Bhagwan, which is the Govardhan Parvat. And he ensured that they have more and more Shraddha, their devotion increases out of right knowledge, not out of fear. So after that incident, the pride of Indra is humbled, the fear of the Gopas, Gopis is destroyed, they have more Shraddha and Bhakti in the Lord, they become more environment conscious that way, they start worshipping Govardhan. Not that they stop worshipping Indra after that, they do offer the yajna to Indra even after that, but their fear is gone. And they have the right perspective that Indra also is a Devata. And from where does he get power? He gets power from the Supreme Lord. So on his small finger, the entire Govardhan is held. And 7 days, it is said that was the first lockdown imposed ever. 7 days they all were below that Govardhan Parvat, heavily raining outside there, floods are there everywhere, but they are safe and they have taken refuge of Bhagwan, Govardhan Giridhari. And Bhagwan, it is said, used to have 8 small meals in the day. 7 days he did not have. So 8 into 7, 56. So today this Annakut is offered to Bhagwan. 56 items are offered. Chappan Bhog, that is called. Because the Gopas, Gopis, they were very grateful and they said, Bhagwan, you did this for us. 7 days you held this. Smallest thing that we can offer is this. There's nothing great that we can offer, but you did not eat also for 7 days. So this is Annakut that we offer. So they all made. And so today Govardhan Puja also is done. And Bhagwan Krishna is also worshipped. Annakut is offered. And so this is the reason why we celebrate today most auspicious New Year. This is the beautiful shloka here. Govardhana dharadhara Gokulatranakaraka Vishnu Bahakritochraya Gavam Koti Prado Bhava. So Govardhana dharadhara. So it is said here, one who bears this whole Govardhan mountain, Govardhan Dhara Adhara. Earth is the Adhara. So, O Mother Earth, you who are bearing this whole Govardhan, then, Ulta, O Govardhan who is bearing this earth, Govardhan Dharadhara, Gokula Karaka, you are the one who protected Gokul. The entire Gokul was protected by you. Vishnu Baha Kritochraya, and with his arms, Bhagwan Vishnu lifted you on this small finger. Here the small finger is not mentioned. Here it is mentioned that Bhagwan Vishnu held you on with his arms. Vishnu Baha Kritochraya. He lifted you in his arms. Gavam Koti Prado Bhava. O Govardhan, please bless us with crores of cows. Meaning cow was the cattle, was the wealth also that time, meaning bless us with prosperity. So now that's the shloka that one chants. So today we will do our dhyan on Bhagwan Vaman, Bhagwan Govardhan. Both of them are Vishnu Bhagwan only, who have taken avatar and come. And specifically, let us meditate on the form of Bhagwan Vamana and surrender to him. So that will be our meditation today. Sit erect, the head, the neck, and the spine in a straight line. Close your eyes gently. Relax the shoulders. Let your hands be in your lap, palms facing the sky. Have a gentle smile on your face. Come to a comfortable posture without any strain in any part of the body. Express gratitude for Bhagwan for all the blessings as well as the challenges that we have. Thank Bhagwan for whatever talents, abilities, skills, knowledge that we have. May we use all these. May we use all these to serve Bhagwan. These are given to us not just so that we achieve great things and boost our ego, but through these we surrender and serve. Thank Bhagwan for all the capabilities that one has. And also life brings opportunities to learn. So may we keep learning and may we keep serving Bhagwan. Suggest to the mind that for the next 20 minutes I am steady and still without any movements. I am alert, awake and quiet. For the next 20 minutes I am only a devotee of Bhagwan or a seeker of the truth. Be aware of your body from the head to the toes. As we say so, take a deep breath in. As we say hum, exhale slowly and let it be longer than your inhalation. So um, so um, so um, so Continue to breathe at your own pace. Be aware of each and every breath. The space between the two eyebrows or in your heart, visualize a circle of white light. Invoke the auspicious form of your Sadguru or worship Bhagwan as the light. Prostrate in front of the Sadguru. Offer some flowers at the feet of the Sadguru. Touch your head to the feet of the Sadguru. And pray that may the grace of the Sadguru help us in complete surrender and single-pointed contemplation on the truth. Repose the Sadguru back into your heart. Invoke the most auspicious form of Bhagwan Vamana. Bhagwan has come in the form of a dwarf. He holds an umbrella in his left hand. He has come in the form of a batu. His head is tonsured. There is a tuft at the back of his head. There is a mark of U on his forehead. He has beautiful lotus-like eyes. His lips are pink. He has a tulsi mala on his neck. From his right shoulder, so from his left shoulder to the right, there is a janeu. Bhagwan has a white angavastram on his right shoulder. There's a red cloth on his waist that is tied above his dhoti. With his right hand, he holds a kamandal. His right foot is placed on the ground. He is standing on the ground. And the left foot is on the head of Raja Bali. In place of Raja Bali, feel that Bhagwan's foot is on your head. You have surrendered to Bhagwan with folded hands, with the head which is bent low. When our ego is big, Bhagwan is small. He is a dwarf. But when we surrender the ego, Bhagwan grows, occupies every aspect of our personality. To feel that you are in the bhav of surrender, through thought, word and deed, may we offer ourselves to Bhagwan, keeping this most auspicious form of Bhagwan Vamana in the mind. Let us chant the simple mantra, Om Shri Vamanaya Namaha. We will chant this mantra 27 times. Om Shri Vamanaya Namaha. 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 Continue mentally. When we let go of our ego, we realize infinite consciousness, which is the substratum of the three states. The waking ego is different from the dream ego, and both these are absent in deep sleep. These three states come and go. Consciousness is common in all the three states, and when we go beyond the three, it is the Turiya Avastha, the fourth state of consciousness. I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not the ego, I am infinite consciousness. Vamana is that pure consciousness. Birthless, changeless, deathless consciousness I am. In me there is no jiva, there is no jagat, there is no Ishvara. When the ego surrenders, Ishvara also lets go of the total equipment. Consciousness remains. That consciousness you are, says the Upanishad. Tat Tvam Asi. by the grace of Bhagwan Vamana, may we realize this consciousness as Aham Brahma Asmi. I am that Supreme Brahman. And that Brahman alone exists, nothing else. Once again, feel that the foot of Bhagwan is on your head. Offer some flowers at the other feet of Bhagwan. Feel the grace of Bhagwan pervading your entire being. Feet are symbolic of the knowledge, the values in which one is rooted. And those feet of the Lord, the divine feet, divine knowledge, may we always carry them in our mind and intellect. Repose Bhagwan back into your heart. Oh, be aware of your body. Be aware of the breath. Be aware of the happenings around you. We pray for the well-being of everyone. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayah. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya. Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Rub your palms, place them on the face, gently open your eyes. So I'll take just 5 minutes more. Tomorrow is our last day. We will conclude these sessions tomorrow. Now, we are celebrating this year as a very special year, and that is that we are celebrating the 108th Jayanti of Puja Gurudev. And so we are doing in Chinmay Mission Mumbai 1008 Paduka Pujas, where we are doing from August 3rd to 8th May next year. This year August 3rd to next year 8th May. Every day a Paduka Puja is happening at the Kutia of Puja Gurudev at Powai. And additionally, in 8 zones of Mumbai, Gurudev's Padukas can be, Gurudev can be invited home or in office or wherever required. And Paduka Puja can happen at home also. So, my sincere request to each of you is, you can please participate and help us to fulfill this sankalpa. There is no contribution for it, and you can just go register. I will send you the details on the WhatsApp group. You can register and book a Paduka Puja, choose a date, whichever you like. It can be even any special occasion like a birthday or anniversary or any special occasion. So please register for it. And even if you are not in Mumbai, we do the Zoom telecast of the Paduka Puja in the Kutia. So you can participate in this from wherever you are. In this auspicious year, let us express our gratitude to Puja Gurudev. 42 years he did so much selfless service for us. He came down from the Himalayas, shared this knowledge. He is the light in our lives. And so the lamp of Chinmay Bhakti must brightly burn in our life, illumine everything around us. So please do take this up. I will share the details on the WhatsApp group. Please go and register. As soon as you can, choose your date. You can choose one or more than one. But we need to know so that we plan accordingly. So generally we have the Guru Dakshina ceremony in the last day. So we will be happy if you take up this sankalpa and do the Paduka Puja. If anybody wants to share any other Guru Dakshina, that link we will definitely offer. But my sincere request is, please do the Paduka Puja. Invoke the grace and blessings of Puja Gurudev on you, on your family members, and everyone. Thank you. Nutan Varshabhinandan.